Hello, Royal Lane family. We are in the season of Pentecost in the liturgical Christian year. And it is during the day of Pentecost when we remember that the winds of change blew through those in the holy city, and the flickering flames of fire burned on their heads and in their hearts and spirits. Pentecost reminds us that we, as a church and as a nation, are in a time of ignited fire. We have the fire of fear and anger and grief singeing us and causing great pain. We also have the refiner's fire of justice and righteousness prompting us to act in hope and in passion to change things in this country and to burn away white supremacy and systemic racism. We have a fire within us as a Pentecost people today. A disrupting and agitating spirit blowing through us and out into the world like a mighty rushing wind. And because we are a Pentecost people, we are called and equipped by God to act in ways that bring justice to all of God's beloved and to stand with those who are suffering. For when one part of the body of humanity is suffering, we all suffer. And friends, Black people, indigenous people, and people of color are suffering. They are suffering under the weight of systemic oppression and organized racism. The Spirit of God, which is breath and life, is being sucked out of them. They are suffocating. George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, are victims of this suffocating racism and white supremacy. As a Pentecost people and as Royal Lane Baptist Church, we are called to be a disruptive spirit because the disrupting Spirit of God provides breath and life and hope to all of God's beloved. You see, several years ago, Royal Lane did the important work of identifying in what ways we hoped to change and help the city. One of those areas was in the work of racial justice. And so I have talked to Garland Hammock, the chair of the social justice team, and we will initiate a way forward, a plan, as Royal Lane continues to lean into our role as a church that hopes to change this city through education and through action. It begins with us. We must learn what it means to be anti-racist so that we can participate in meaningful and collaborative change. Some ways to do that is to read. There are many books and resources for you to read as you explore what it means to be anti-racist. It also means talking to our children. Maybe they can change the world where we have not been able to do so. Maybe our action for change is to vote. Everyone needs to vote. Maybe it is joining with us as we collaborate with our congregational partner, Faith in Texas, as we do racial and criminal justice work. Maybe we need to let all of our Black colleagues, indigenous friends, and people of color in our lives know that we are listening and learning, and that they matter. Maybe it is prayer without ceasing, that the wind of God brings life to a fiery and disruptive spirit. Know that as my Black and brown friends and colleagues can't rest in this time, I and we will not rest as we educate ourselves and as we take action. Dr. Cornel West says, justice is what love looks like in public. And so Royal Lane Baptist Church will act in public to assist in creating a just and loving world for all of God's beloved. Because that's what it means to be a Pentecost people. May it be so. Lord, have mercy. May it be so.